Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here. You guys, today we're doing a video on what is a message that you need to hear from spirit right now, you guys. So I got the temperance card, and then I got the 10 of swords, and behind that was a hangman card. So listen, you guys, everybody has their own way of doing things, all right? Everybody has their own unique abilities and talents and hobbies and likes and dislikes. Everybody is their own person, all right? Everybody. And so don't ever try to compare what somebody else is doing with what you are doing, okay? Yes, let other people inspire you. Of course. Let other people bring you up and see all of the things that people are doing and see all the things that people have and let that inspire you, let that fuel you, all right? Let that make you feel good, all right? Make you feel inspired, make you feel passionate about something that you should work towards or something that you want. What you shouldn't do is compare yourself and compare what works for you with what other people do, all right? We'll bring it back to the age-old thing. You know, some people are really good at studying the night before, and some people need to study a week before. In terms of the time it takes to do everything, maybe it's the exact same, all right? Maybe your 1 hour a week is comparable to your 8 hours the night before or 7 hours the night before, whatever the case may be, all right? But what I'm trying to say is that like everybody, you need to find what works for you and do the things that work for you, which are not going to be the same that work for everybody else, which is not going to be the same that everybody else does, all right? Just, at the gym, some people do really well doing a few sets of something, and some people need to do a bunch of sets of something at a lower weight. Some people need to do a bunch of, maybe just a couple at a really high weight, and that's what their body is really good at, and that's what their body responds to, right? And other people, it's the same, all right? It's kind of like we all have allergies. We all have different allergies, all right, you guys? I just cannot do fragrances. Anything that's like it's fucked. It really makes me fucked if I smell like the Bounty sheets, and if perfume is too strong, you guys, that messes me up. Other people are allergic to peanuts, and some people are allergic to fruits, and the list goes on and on and on, all right? But what I'm trying to say is that like not everybody's allergic to peanuts, not everybody's allergic to bananas, not everybody's allergic to fragrances. Everybody is different, and that's just from a body, like a very material standpoint. So when we get to the head up here, all right, what works for you? All right, everybody is different, right? And so embracing those differences, embracing and understanding what is going to allow you to heal, what is going to allow you to find the best case scenario, the best solution for you is what's going to bring about this change in your life, because I feel like a lot of us feel stuck, and we feel like we've been at the end of something for such a long time, and now that the end is finally here, you're wondering like, what do I do? All right, like how do I go about doing this? All right, maybe you've been jobless for a long time and you finally just got a job, but you feel stuck. You're like, how should I do this? Or maybe you had an idea to do something, all right, and so this idea is going to get you to have a job, all right, or it's going to get you to make money somehow, but what you do is going to be different from what other people do as well. And so understanding that you are your own person, and that it's okay to be your own person, that you don't need to follow the steps that somebody else is taking. If you find somebody that has the steps that they do and it works for them, and you try and it works for you, then that's great, you should do that. But finding your own path is also super rewarding too, all right? Finding your own way and finding what works for you is super important and super rewarding as well, okay? And so there was another message here when I first pulled these cards. Yeah, right now I feel like your spirit guides really want you to understand that you're not going to be feeling the way you can feel unstuck, okay? Because whatever just happened in your life, there was an ending. There was some sort of ending, okay? There was some sort of change, all right? Because we have the 10 of swords here, all right? And so there was some sort of change. And whatever this change is brought about, I want you guys to think of it right now, okay? And think about this change and think about how you're feeling stuck with this change, how you're feeling like, how do I finish this? How do I move on from this? Where's the new beginning from this? All right. And the way you're going to get your new beginning is by completely shifting and changing your perspective. All right. Because sometimes things happen, all right, to us to get us to realize our potential, to get us to realize that we are taken care of and that we are loved and that we are awesome and that we can create the best case scenario for us. All right. But with this Hanged Man card, it's important that sometimes we let go of control a little bit and just say, okay, universe, okay, God, okay, spirit guides, okay, subconscious, okay, whatever you believe in, God, or whatever the case may be, you know, okay, I'm ready to let go, and I'm ready for you to help me see a way out. I'm ready for you to show me what do I do next, all right? Because, you know, you are being protected. You are protected right now, and you are being blessed, and you are being taken care of by spirit. And so understanding that in this change that you're going through right now, this ending that was recently brought about, once you shift your perspective, you're going to know exactly the steps that you need to take in order to get out of this, in order to get to the next chapter, in order to figure out what it is that you need to do next, okay? So pausing to reflect on everything that you've been through and understanding that you're allowed to be your own person, you're allowed to do different things than everybody else. You don't have to do the same thing that everybody else does or do the same thing that you think you should do, even if it is the same thing, right? Like no two tarot readers are the same. I'm going to read different cards differently than you guys. I'm going to read cards differently than so-and-so and Joe Blow down here, right? So in understanding that that's okay and that my readings are different than theirs and yours, and that's fine, right? We all have our own different method and our own strategy and our own way of saying things, our own way of doing things, and that's okay, right? Variety is good, but understanding what works for you, you know, is going to be different from what works for Joe Blow or what works for you guys or what works for me, all right? And so getting a different perspective shift on everything that's going on in your life right now is exactly how you're going to figure out what the next steps are. A little cryptic, I know, but it'll make sense to you if you meditate on it. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I love you so much. I know my setup's been a little crazy lately, but we are getting internet on Thursday. Next Thursday, not tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Let me know how you guys like these readings. I make daily videos, so you might as well subscribe. You're gonna see me here tomorrow, you guys. Thank you again so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. I am gonna go through the comments. I will. I just do not have much data right now. My life's a little bit in shambles, but it's okay. Love you guys so much. I'm gonna give you a big kiss. Mwah. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.